Mobile phones are everywhere. They light up our faces in darkened rooms. We glance at them constantly, checking for messages, updates, notifications. This small device has become an extension of ourselves, a portal to a vast digital world. But at what cost? While offering unprecedented convenience and connection, the omnipresent mobile phone casts a long shadow, profoundly altering our lives in ways we are only beginning to understand. Beyond the apps and the endless stream of information lies a deeper impact. Our very psychology, our social interactions, and even our physical health are being subtly reshaped by this powerful technology. As we become increasingly tethered to our devices, we must ask ourselves, are we sacrificing genuine connection for the illusion of it? Are we trading our attention, our well-being, for the convenience of constant contact? This essay will explore the complex and often overlooked consequences of our dependence on mobile phones. From the rise of social anxiety and the decline of face-to-face interaction to the more insidious effects on our sleep, our posture, and our ability to focus, we will delve into the dark side of this ubiquitous technology. Drawing upon real-life examples and recent studies, we will shed light on the unseen impacts of mobile phone use, urging readers to consider the broader implications for our individual lives and society as a whole. The irony of the mobile phone is palpable. Designed to connect us, it often isolates us instead. We retreat into a world of digital interaction, neglecting the richness of face-to-face communication. The subtle cues of body language, the nuances of tone and expression are lost in the digital ether. We become less adept at reading social cues, less comfortable with the ebb and flow of real-world conversation. The constant connectivity offered by mobile phones can also fuel anxiety and stress. We feel pressured to be constantly available, to respond immediately to every message and notification. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, drives us to check our phones compulsively, creating a cycle of distraction and discontent. We become slaves to the ping of a notification, our attention spans fragmented, our minds constantly pulled in multiple directions. This constant stimulation takes a toll on our mental health. Studies have linked excessive mobile phone use to increased levels of anxiety, depression, and sleep disturbances. The blue light emitted from our screens interferes with melatonin production, disrupting our natural sleep patterns. We sacrifice restful sleep for endless scrolling, further compromising our cognitive function and emotional well-being. Mobile phones offer a window to the world, but it is a curated, filtered, and often distorted view. Social media platforms, accessed primarily through our phones, present a highlight reel of others' lives, fueling envy, inadequacy, and social comparison. We compare our everyday experiences to the carefully constructed images and narratives presented online, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and inadequacy. The curated nature of online interaction also masks the complexities of human emotion and experience. Difficult emotions are often glossed over or hidden, creating a false sense of perfection and happiness. This can make it challenging to navigate real-world relationships, where vulnerability, imperfection, and the full spectrum of human emotions are an integral part of the human experience. Moreover, the constant stream of information and entertainment available at our fingertips can be overwhelming and addictive. We become accustomed to instant gratification, our attention spans shrinking, our ability to engage in deep, sustained focus compromised. This has profound implications for our work, our relationships, and our ability to simply be present in the moment, to appreciate the world around us without distraction. One of the most insidious impacts of mobile phone overuse is the erosion of our ability to be present. We are so accustomed to being plugged in, to documenting and sharing our experiences, that we often fail to truly experience them in the first place. We view the world through the lens of our phone cameras, more concerned with capturing the perfect shot for social media than with absorbing the beauty of the moment. This lack of presence extends to our interactions with others. We interrupt conversations to check our phones, our attention divided, our minds elsewhere. We fail to truly listen, to engage fully with the people around us. This can lead to feelings of disconnection and loneliness, even when surrounded by others. The presence of a mobile phone can also stifle conversation and inhibit intimacy. Knowing that a device is within reach, ready to offer distraction or escape, can prevent us from fully engaging in difficult or uncomfortable conversations. We lose the ability to sit with silence, to navigate the natural ebbs and flows of human interaction, opting instead for the easy escape offered by our devices. Social media, accessed primarily through our mobile phones, promises connection, but it often delivers the opposite. We amass hundreds of online friends, yet feel increasingly isolated and alone. We engage in superficial interactions, exchanging likes and comments, but these digital exchanges often lack the depth and meaning of genuine human connection. The curated nature of social media further distorts our view of reality. We compare ourselves to others' carefully crafted online personas, leading to feelings of envy, inadequacy, and self-doubt. We strive for external validation through likes and followers, sacrificing our authentic selves for the approval of strangers. This constant comparison and competition can be detrimental to our mental health. Studies have linked heavy social media use to increased levels of anxiety, depression, body image issues, and low self-esteem. We become trapped in a cycle of seeking validation from others, neglecting our own needs and desires in the process. Mobile phones are engineered to be addictive. Notifications, alerts, and updates constantly vie for our attention, interrupting our thoughts, disrupting our flow. We become trapped in a cycle of distraction, our minds constantly pulled in multiple directions, our ability to focus and concentrate compromised. This constant stimulation can lead to a state of cognitive overload, impairing our decision-making abilities, our creativity, and our overall well-being. We become less efficient, less productive, and less able to engage in deep, meaningful work. Our minds, accustomed to the instant gratification of the digital world, struggle to focus on tasks that require sustained attention and effort. The addictive nature of mobile phones is further fueled by the fear of missing out, FOMO. We feel compelled to constantly check our phones, terrified of missing an important message, a breaking news story, or a social media update. This constant vigilance keeps us tethered to our devices, perpetuating the cycle of distraction and discontent. The pervasiveness of mobile phone use has even manifested in physical symptoms. Phantom vibration syndrome, a condition in which individuals feel their phone vibrating when it is not, is a testament to our dependence on these devices. Our brains, so accustomed to the constant stimulation of notifications and alerts, begin to misinterpret sensory input, creating the illusion of a vibrating phone. This phenomenon highlights the extent to which mobile phones have become integrated into our lives, our minds and bodies constantly attuned to their presence. We carry our phones with us everywhere, rarely out of reach, their weight a constant reminder of their hold on our attention. The physical act of using a mobile phone can also have negative consequences. The repetitive motions of typing and scrolling can lead to pain in the hands, wrists, and neck. The hunched-over posture we often adopt while staring at our phones can contribute to poor posture, back pain, and headaches. Mobile phones have ushered in the era of the quantified self, where every aspect of our lives, from the steps we take to the calories we consume, can be tracked, measured, and analyzed. While these apps and devices can be useful tools for promoting health and wellness, they can also contribute to anxiety, obsession, and a distorted sense of self-worth. When we become overly focused on numbers and metrics, we risk losing sight of the bigger picture. Our self-worth becomes contingent upon achieving certain goals or meeting certain standards, leading to feelings of inadequacy and disappointment when we fall short. The pursuit of self-improvement can morph into an unhealthy obsession, fueled by the constant feedback loop of data and comparison. Furthermore, the data we generate through our mobile phone use is increasingly being used for commercial purposes. Our online activity is tracked, analyzed and sold to advertisers who use this information to target us with personalized ads. Our personal data becomes a commodity, our privacy eroded in the name of profit. The dark side of mobile phones is not an inevitable consequence of technological advancement. We have the power to reclaim our attention, our time, and our well-being. By setting boundaries, practicing digital minimalism, and cultivating more mindful technology habits, we can mitigate the negative impacts of mobile phone overuse and harness the power of these devices for good. One simple step is to create designated phone-free zones and times. Establish specific areas in your home, such as the bedroom or the dinner table, where phones are prohibited. Set aside dedicated time each day to disconnect from technology and engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Another important step is to curate your digital diet. Unfollow accounts that trigger feelings of envy, inadequacy, or comparison. Limit your exposure to news and social media, choosing quality over quantity. Be intentional about the information you consume and the accounts you follow, prioritizing content that inspires, educates, and uplifts you. Mobile phones are powerful tools that have the potential to connect us, inform us, and enrich our lives. However, like any tool, they can be used for good or ill. The key lies in finding a balance, in using these devices consciously and intentionally, rather than allowing them to control our lives. By being mindful of our mobile phone use, by setting boundaries, and by prioritizing real-world connection, we can mitigate the negative impacts of these devices and harness their power for good. We can reclaim our attention, our time, and our well-being, creating a healthier, more balanced relationship with technology. The choice is ours. Will we allow ourselves to be consumed by the digital world, our attention fragmented, our relationships strained, our minds and bodies tethered to our devices? Or will we choose to reclaim our digital lives, using technology as a tool for connection, creativity, and growth, rather than allowing it to control us? The future of our well-being, both individually and collectively, may depend on the answer.